when we lack connection, we limit the human experience. Like,
yes, sir.
Damn,
and with all this tech coming out now with AI and all that shit, the connection is gonna be.
Fuck.
That's why we have to work on it, guys.
And we did.
Gotta change our algorithm.
I'm proud of us, man. Like, even when we were all living together, man. Like, I feel like we all went through some shit in a way, and we were all able to be there for each other in different ways. It wasn't perfect. Like, we weren't fucking perfect friends, but there was a few times we were able to be there for each other, man, and allow each other to like vent or speak. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jules. Welcome back to the Change Your Algorithm Reactions page.
What up? It's Nate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Today we're going to be doing a second part reaction to Den of Kings. This is the episode with Kirk Franklin, Kev on Stage, Dr. J. Barnett, Ray J, Jonathan Majors, and NLE Choppa, a.k.a. NLE the Great. Really good episode. This is the second part we're reacting to. This one's a little, it's going to pull on your heartstrings. It's touching on grief, how to deal with it, how do we deal with it, and pursuing success at the same time. Let's run it.
It's because a lot of times as men, we have these things that help get us through, whether it's sex, whether it's drinking, whether it's drugs, and this is historical for us as men. Work, you know what I mean? We've always tried to find something to help us get through.
We need that. We need that. It'll never be a day where we don't have to find peace in something.
Like, at the end of the day, like, I feel you, man. Like, damn, that shit, it, like, hurt me. It, like, really hurt me, like, to see what you went through, bro, because that shit just,
What's he talking about?
That's not cool. It's just like...
Jonathan.
To even, like, as I'm sitting here.
Why is he so extra, bro? Yo, just
Look at when he paused his face. Look at it.
Yo, Ray J, I'm telling you, since the love of Ray J, when we watched that reality show, like, he's the most, I didn't know he was that extra back then, but like looking at him today and fast forwarding as I'm older, as an adult watching him, and I'm like, yo, he's always been extra. Like,
really?
Like, he just,
like, I
but
guess
he's entertaining though.
He's trying to be sincere.
Yeah,
but like, just like I feel him. It's just, I don't know. It comes off funny with Ray J, bro. It comes off funny, man.
It comes off extra to me, man. It's like, yo, you need to be an extra, bro. It's like, damn, feel that pain, but goddamn, man, you gotta act like you got a headache. You need some Tylenol.
But think about it, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it did really suck what Jonathan Majors went through.
Of course.
Especially at the peak of like him about to take off, and then they pull that bullshit. Like, yeah, man. But yeah, he is extra rep.
I'm thinking about Kev as well, because to watch Kev have to mourn his brother, who I knew that they were so close. This was also his manager.
But was it any like when your brother passed, was any malicious stuff that happened? Like, what happened? Was it any?
No, so this is the part that feels the most cruel about it. He had cancer, and at the time that he was diagnosed, they were like, this is like a terminal cancer, 5 to 7 years, right? So, man.
Lost my grandfather to cancer.
Well, I'm sorry, man.
What makes it worse is if he just got cancer and got sicker and died, okay, that's what cancer does. You understand that. He got cancer, got sick, and then got better, to where he was back to where he used to be. So we were on a book tour, and I saw him in Houston. We had dinner. Everything was normal, and
yeah, man, that shit is fucked up.
The night before he passed away, we were texting and calling, and everything was great. The day he passed away, we were talking. We were texting. We were talking about sports, and then my sister-in-law called and was like, "Your brother had a seizure," and I'm like, "What?" I still had my phone in my hand. I was like, I'm just talking to him. And I was so disoriented that I had a show that night. And I was like, I came home and I was like, I'm gonna go to my show, he'll be fine. And my wife was like, I'm gonna go to Houston. I think you should come. And thank you.
Damn.
And I'll never forget this. We're flying and my nephew called me on the plane, and somehow my phone still rang. And my nephew told me on the phone, he's gone. Wow. So the last time he was alive, I'm talking to him the night before. We make the New York Times bestseller. Look, thank you, Ray J.
That was some real shit.
So it's the
man.
highest high. Like that day is the best day ever. Cause it was like we did it. Everything was like we wanted to do this. We wanted to make all this stuff happen. And we did it. And before we could even celebrate it, you're gone.
Jeez.
And then all this stuff starts happening good. And it's like, bro, this is what we worked for. All the stuff, the shows, and it's just like, there's times where I go to text him or to call him and it's like, your brain doesn't even remember.
Yeah.
So
That's real.
Yeah.
That shit is real right there, bro.
Sucks. Because
Yep.
like when you have a relationship with someone or that close that you're like talk on a daily and you're so used to it that your brain goes into automatic. Like I could, man, thank God. I still got my siblings, man. I love them to death, bro. I'm sure you could relate, man. Like I could see his pain and it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
Moments like this make me like after this shit, I'm gonna make sure, I text both my brothers like, hey, what's up, y'all good? Like, cause damn, bro, like you
just
never
never
know, bro. God willing, man. And
Yeah, that's why I want to stay in touch with my brother more, man, because he's in London and like it sucks because it's out of sight, out of mind.
You're right.
But every time I talk to him, I'm like, fuck, I gotta make
like
an
you
effort
can tell
to call
he
him.
like appreciates.
Yeah,
that
he
shit,
appreciates it, and I appreciate him, and it's just like it's love all over again. It's just why do I just forget about that once we're off the phone and I just continue on my life, Because.
Right.
And, I have a close relationship with my sister, but, since he went to London and, he had kids and, life was different. I didn't really, and now that I'm older now, I'm like, damn, I should stay in touch. But then, I have my own life but that's no excuse, like, gotta keep it tight no matter what.
Facts,
so I'm definitely gonna try to call him on Sundays or something.
Why don't, I was talking to somebody and it got to a point where they like scheduled Zooms with like a specific sibling that lived far as fuck. And I was like, damn, that's actually kind of cool. Cause I was thinking about doing that with Elvie more like at least once a month, like set up the same way we would do for a business meeting or like we got to meet to write about the script, like set literally a Zoom meeting, schedule it and be like,
That's a good idea.
Pull up,
That's a good idea, especially my dad's 70th coming up. So that would be good to have those reoccurring meets so that we can start talking about planning it and shit like that.
Yeah, that's major, 70, bro.
Yeah. It's awesome.
That's beautiful, man. Yeah.
But,
they talk about that too, like getting old and like looking forward to getting old, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is fire.
and then on top of all that, his responsibilities became mine. So his family, he's the provider for that family. So now all of a sudden I've got to help his wife, his kids.
Wow.
So I'm grieving with y'all.
Wow.
But I've taken on more of a burden,
Yeah, that's tough.
even though we're all sharing the same pain. I'd only been to 2 funerals before that. The 3rd funeral was my brother, and now I have to pay for and plan it. And I don't, what I'm saying? I've never done any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I still got to be my own husband, my own wife's husband, my own kid's father. I still got employees. I still got to show up. That's what we're saying, the work part of it. Like, I don't even know what I would have done if I didn't have work. And I'm not even saying I buried myself in work, but it was like, I gotta live.
Yeah.
But I also feel guilty for living.
Yeah.
That shit was deep, bro.
Yeah.
Cause damn, it's a really interesting situation, bro. Cause it's like you gotta keep moving forward, bro. Like, and then it's like at the same time, I remember what was it? I think it was in that show Paradise. Even though I hated that lady's character, the chick who made that whole dome.
The billionaire lady.
Yeah, remember she's like, oh, the toughest part is not remembering that my son died. She's like, the toughest part is that I'm getting further and further away from like our memories. And it's like, it's starting to feel like, damn, did he ever exist? And I was like, oh shit, that's pretty fucking wild. And it's like, I could only imagine that shit does feel a little wild, But then you have to keep moving forward. Like he said, he was building this business with his brother. He was working towards shit where it's like he can't stop now. He has to keep going for not only him, for them.
Yeah.
So it's like,
twice for,
fuck, but then you feel guilty for it.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's what life is, right? It's just a bunch of stuff that you just can't control, and then you just have to find a way to find that silver lining somehow. And that's what you gotta search for every single time. And there's always gonna be bad shit happening. And like somebody's gonna die close to you. It's inevitable, dog. That's why.
Yeah, for real.
But that's why.
I feel like it's almost like a test sometimes.
Yeah, it's important too to like not take your life for granted. You know what I'm saying? You have this life. It's a gift, and in that gift, you have to pursue things. You have to create a life for yourself and focus on, creating just something for yourself. So
Right.
so that if something happens to somebody else, you can help. You know.
And filling your life with shit that you truly like love and admire and like want in your life. You know what I mean? Because shit.
I have a question for you guys, man. Is that, do you think, like even what's happening right now, do you guys think that there is another medicine out there, Jonathan, that we're not even realizing they can also be part of the healing for us as black men? And it is the lack of sometimes affection that we feel that we have not been prepared to give each other as black men. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, and I said this earlier.
I don't know why, but I feel like Jonathan's never gonna be able to talk throughout this whole interview. Like, he's like getting ready to talk, and somebody's like, oh, let me say something. And then talking about his situation too. It's like, and he never got to comment on his bitch. Like, I feel like this interview's gonna end with him just like.
Let me get to that next episode, John. Because it's funny because Kirk asked him just now, and then like before he could say something, he like, I'll tell you something else.
You know, NLE, I'm not ashamed to say, man, that I would love to have known what it feels like to have a father hold me, or have a brother hold me and embrace me when I'm weeping tears. And I think that there's something therapeutic about that, but because the culture has always put us against each other, you know, that do you feel, Doc, that we are missing these opportunities to even help heal each other by embracing each other in our darkest moments, to just let each other know, I see you, I got you, and we're gonna be all right. Like, do you think that there's something we're missing in this alpha male, this toxic masculinity that we're dealing with more than ever in our culture?
We're missing connection.
Yeah.
And you see how the air changed?
Yes.
As Kevin was sharing. And I'm sitting here and I can feel this energy because, to be honest, Kirk, we don't even get the opportunity to grieve properly as black men.
Or even how Ray J even got up and just showed him some love. It's like, you know, we don't get those moments.
We don't get those moments. You know, when I saw all of these guys, I made it my point to acknowledge his transformation.
Yes.
I made it my point to acknowledge his perseverance and to speak life into him. Made it my point to talk with him and to share with him Ray J. And because when we lack connection, man, we limit ourselves from having the human experience.
Damn.
We need connection. We need affection. I made a post, well, it wasn't even a post. I was on.
We gotta end it right there. That's a bar, bro.
Yup.
When we lack connection, we limit the human experience. Like,
Yes, sir.
Damn,
and with all this tech coming out now, with AI and all that shit, the connection is gonna be.
fuck.
That's why we have to work on it, guys.
And we did.
Gotta change our algorithm.
I'm proud of us, man. Like, even when we were all living together, man, like, I feel like we all went through some shit in a way, and we were all able to be there for each other in different ways. It wasn't perfect. Like, we weren't fucking perfect friends, but there was a few times we were able to be there for each other, man, and allow each other to, like, vent or speak, and damn, man.
Yeah.
And, man, we continue to make space for that, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember you mentioning that the other day, man. You're absolutely right, bro.
It's important, man.
Yeah,
and it's so funny. I was just watching this show called, was it? Those little reality shows that Nisha watches.
90 Day Fiancé.
No, it was not the ultimatum, but
Love Island?
Blind.
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind.
You seen the new one?
Mom, yeah, I was watching it last night. But hold on, let me get to my point. So the mom was like, if you're gonna marry my daughter, just know that, like, oh, she's before your friends and all that going out with your friends and having friend time is gone. It's over. You need to stop, okay?
They're trying to make it like a jail
her
sentence.
her and just blah. Yeah, and it's like, okay, and I was like, yeah, where's her husband at? And he's like, she was like, oh, wherever she goes, you go. And I was like, okay, where's her husband at? And then Nisha was like, oh, she has a husband. I'm like, okay, where is he? So everywhere he goes, she goes, he goes,
Yeah,
right?
word.
Okay, cool. So she's talking a whole bunch of shit. She probably in a fucking boring ass marriage or doesn't like her marriage and then wants to have this idea in her head of what a marriage should look like.
And she trying to put it on
Onto them.
her
Yeah.
daughter's relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's a balance, man. Obviously we spend our time with our girlfriends or wives or fiancés. Like we spend our time with them every day, all day, every day.
Right,
but we also need connection outside of that. And to maintain those relationships outside of that,
Right.
it's only healthy. It'll help, I feel like, the relationship, the romantic relationship, and it'll help
That's why
overall.
I'm sure even with you, like the golf crew, well, I can only imagine the golf crew helps out because I know for me, sometimes the tennis crew is like, bro, it's fun, but then it's also, you get to kind of just talk about life, talk about perspective. I got this older dude I play with. He's a father of 2, so he's able to kind of give me like certain perspective just from like an older male. He's Latino too, so we kind of like understand similar cultures. And yeah, even that sometimes just chopping it up with like other dudes and sharing perspective, man, is like is necessary.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
It's necessary. So don't let nobody tell you, oh, you gotta drop all your friends all because you're in a relationship, or you gotta drop everything. And that's a lonely space, man. And
Facts.
anybody who tells you that they're not is fucking lying, bro.
Yeah. Or they're miserable themselves.
This lonely at the top bullshit, like, oh, when you grow past blah, 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 it don't gotta be that way. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that way. You can always find new connection. You can always,
Facts,
you know what I'm
true.
saying, maintain relationships and shit. It's just, it takes work just like
And the relationships might change, but
yeah, it might.
You know
It's
what I mean?
gonna shift.
Yeah.
It's gonna shift. And if those people are willing to shift with you, those are your people. That's your tribe.
True.
If not, then find a new tribe. I mean, it's really that simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's tons of people out there that's looking for connection, guys. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, let's end it with that, man. You guys,
Really good pod, man.
really
Watch
good.
the full one
Watch
if you
the full
haven't
one.
yet.
This is awesome. Den of Kings. All right. We'll see y'all next time. See ya.